All right, everyone, welcome back. Hope you all are doing well. If you're new to the channel, make sure you're subscribed, give a thumbs up to the video, and yeah, make sure to check out Lucid Funding. 50% still going on. I think it will be valid for June. I think till June. So yeah, make sure to check them out, and yeah, let's get into this recap. So we kind of took like three trades. I just took this trade and look, bro. I was just getting stopped out like shit today, bro. So this was the trade. As you could see, I think I had around like I think 8 or something like 8 point stop, whatever. So this trade also moved around 3.8 odd, but I was kind of looking for these lows. But yeah, stopped out at break even on that one. Then this one was a straight L, and this was the like good trade, I would say, bro. This one moved like 8R. All right, so here was my entry, and you wanna know what's funny, bro? Like when this trade, when I took this trade, someone texted me, so I was just replying him, but by the time I was looking at my chart, the price was almost here. So I was like, all right, if I'm gonna get stopped out, fuck it. Either it's gonna stop me out or it will go where I want it to go. All right, that's what I was thinking. I was like, fuck it. But it just stopped me and then went down again. But pretty much, I was looking at some things today. I had a bullish bias, but before that, I wanted to see price push lower than go up. All right, let me turn on the session indicator. So I'll go on the higher time frame to like why I had a bullish bias today. All right. So if you look at this dealing range right here, we have this dealing range, uh, and price never touched the 50% of this range. All right. And I had another level of interest somewhere around here. All right. That's what I was actually looking at, but I think price probably gonna trade into this level somewhere around here. But that was the reason I didn't took any partial on the first trade. I was kind of trying to see if price is gonna push more lower. But if price did push lower at the time, I would have taken a long because we have all this LR. We have these gaps. These are the unfilled gaps. Then we have another gap right here. I mean, this inverse gap already been retested, all right? And price is currently within this, I think, yeah, within this inverse gap. So I was kind of skeptical about it, but I was looking at these highs as my draw on liquidity if we're gonna be bullish. But till then, I was looking for shorts because we were like creating this kind of failure swing right here. All right, we created this failure swing just before the session, the kill zone began. So you could see we created higher high, but compared to this high and this low, this is the high, all right, that you need to look at where that's the dealing range high, and this is the dealing range low. So when price broke above this high right there, then you could see the next candle retraced a bit into that range, then pushed higher to seek the buy side. Why? Because now we shifted the trend from bearish to bullish. So because we were below this, I was looking for sales. I was like, all right, price probably gonna retrace down into somewhere out here, then gonna push up. All right. But what it did, we have this hourly gap. We, keep in mind that we have this hourly gap. All right. So I was looking for shorts after 9:30. I mean after 8:30. So after 8:30 we had this buy side rate here right here. We had this buy side being swapped. So that was the initial manipulation. All right. We created higher low. Now people gonna think, all right, it's time to go long, right? But look, compared to this high, you're still below it. So what is it doing? It is like manipulating buyers to put in more orders, and they're gonna take them out to push the price higher. That was the whole thinking process. All right, so then what did I do? I waited for price. Like today, I took the trade at around 9:30 because I think that by the time I opened the chart, it was already right around somewhere in here. So I was like, all right, let's wait for it. Let's see what 9:30 does. So 9:30 perfectly tapped into this inverse gap right there, and there was my sell. If this candle closed above that gap, I wouldn't have taken this trade. But just because we rejected from there, I was like, all right, so compared to this high and this low, I mean, from compared to this high, this is gonna be my failure swing high because we have broken above these highs to entice buyers. We 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 have taken our sell side just before 9:30. All right, to make people think that all right, the sell side delivery is done, so now price is gonna go up. So we have all this market structure shift, and we have this retail structural trap, and yeah, pretty much I waited for price to trade up into that inverse gap. You could have used the second one. I think the second one wasn't that precise. Yeah, that wasn't that precise. But the upper one, that's the one I was looking at, and you could see as soon as I entered, bro, it moved like 113 points, bro. I could have taken a partial below this low right here. That would have been like a 84 points move. But yeah, who gives a fuck, right? When press gives you like this, press edge to you like this, you'll be pissed off, right? But I was initially looking at these lows. I wanted to take see price drop below these lows because if you look at here, this high was rated after we created this low before we broke all this high, or we took out all these liquidities. All right, that was a kind of like a significant swing low for me. So I was trying to see if price sell off below that. So if you look at here on ES, we did it. All right. Fuck, dude, I didn't see it that time. So on ES, we have taken out that, but look, on NQ we didn't. Shit, dude. Should have looked at. But that was the low I was actually looking at. I had my limit order there, but yeah, you know, it never came down to that point. So yeah, that's L. Then the next L was this. So now that we this right here, I mean, I think there is no point explaining this trade. This was a straight L, all right? But this right here was another good trade, I would say. Let me see what I saw. So this inverse gap, we are within this inverse gap. We failed to take out this high right here. I think there is some SMT. Yeah, there is SMT with that high, and on the 1 minute time frame, right there, I think somewhere around here, this right here is a new 50-minute candle that started, so it went up. This right here is the low of that 50-minute candle. So I kind of wanted to see the wick below somewhere around here of that 50-minute candle, because that candle opened up here, is just straight shoot up, so there's no lower wick on that candle or whatever. But yeah, as just because I was bearish, I mean, just by looking at that hourly chart, I wanted to take some piece out of the market. So as you can see, here's my first sell, there's the second, and we didn't get that too, bro. So 3 trades, 1 break even and 2 other L. I mean, I had my stop at around here. Later I moved it tight because I was not feeling it. So that's 15 points. This was break even and this was 13. So we have taken around 28 points loss today, which is not bad, I would say, bro, because I don't mind taking a 28-point stop today because we've been taking good trades this whole week. Even the previous week we have taken some good trades, so that's totally fine. We are gonna see some bad trades over the month, so I'm totally okay with that. But Yeah, man. So far, this is it. That was the session for me. I didn't trade London today, and I don't trade London. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, I'll probably catch you guys tomorrow if I take any trades. If I don't, probably the next week. But till then, be safe, take care of your health, your mental health, and you make sure to check out Lucid Funding. 50% discount still going on. Use code NEXTGEN, or you can check the link in the description. And I'll catch you guys soon. Peace out, chat.